অস্ট্রেলিয়াতে নিউ সাউথ ওয়েলসে আমাদের অত্যন্ত বিজ্ঞ আন্তর্জাতিক বিশেষজ্ঞ পণ্ডিত ডক্টর রশিদ রাশেদ, board member and chairman, Sharia Audit Executive, Islamic Bank Australia Project.
Assalamu alaikum. Very quick, I will be precise, inshallah. I propose, given the content of the discussions, this is what I want to be the outcome. Our discussion was Islam in the post-COVID-19 era. But I think most of us, we forgot that topic. We should be keeping ourselves clearly what Islam would be like and what would be Muslims' response to it. So this is my propositions. This seminar should aim to achieve the following commitment. Number one, to promote Islam led by the Quran as the only viable alternative for an intellectually engaging human life ahead. Number one, this is very clear cut, is very highly meaningful, but again, very clear cut. Number two, my proposition to invite humanity to live up to its own standard of being a conscious, logical, and critical living thing on the earth of God. Dabbatun ala ardillah. So if you want to live in the house of, in the earth of Allah, iqamatu hukmillah ala ardillah is the requirement, mandate number one. That is what our job is, and we must not compromise with that. Number three, the researchers, which are scholars today, and others like you throughout the world, the researchers must disengage themselves from presenting Islam restrictively in the form of fiqh and Islamic legal heritage. Fiqh is not Islam, Sharia. Fiqh is the helping tool to understand the Sharia. Sharia is not Fatwa Shami. Sharia is your understanding of the Quran, and by you take the help of Fatwa Shami as to what was the understanding in the past. Now, we must, number four, we must embrace that fiqh is not the Sharia. It is only a legal tool to custom make a contemporary Sharia solution by the scholars of the day. So you have to make a custom make solution yourself. How much it fits, how much it doesn't. Number five, instead, the researchers and scholars must engage their scholarly effort with the Quran and authentic hadith. Such an effort must create a live spectrum of the two, interacting with contemporary life and living. If the Sharia does not interact with life and living, that is not the Sharia. Number seven, please see if we can add some innovations. Instead of copying what has been said in Fatwa Shami, in Quduri, in the other books of fiqh, see if you can bring something new. Can we present the Quran in its own dynamic and pragmatic form of today's life and living? As we know, Hadith serves as an explanation of the applied Quran. So the Quran is the applied Quran, not the Quran for recitation only. Quran did never come for you to recite it nicely. Quran came for you to apply it in life and lead your life accordingly. Yes, recitation is needed, but recitation without concentration in meaning is the hollow recitation of the Quran. That is what we do. We should not do that. As we know, what is the role of Hadith? Yes, Hadith is, of course, Inna anzalna ilayka dhikr litubayyana linnas ma nuzila ilayhim wa la'allahum yatafakkarun. So the Hadith, job of Hadith is the bayan of the Quran. And your job is la'allahum yatafakkarun, that you deeply contemplate as to what does that mean to me in my life and living. Number eight, the focus for such an approach must be to engage head on with moving life today and forever tomorrow. Number nine, we must embrace that the Quran along with the authentic hadith where relevant represent the Sharia. That is the way ahead. Sharia is the way ahead. Allah says, Inna ja'alnaka ala shari'atin min al-amr fattabi'aha wa la tattabi' ahwa alladhina la yu'minun. So Sharia means way of life. A revealed way of life is called Sharia. The Sharia thus is the applied, revealed lifestyle of a believer for all times. So if you cut the Sharia from life and living, that is not the Sharia of Allah. But tabi'aha is not what Allah wants. Inna ja'alnaka ala shari'atin min al-amr is the life that interprets, that brings the revealed life into it. Number 10, in it, the fiqh must act as a legal heritage of the Islamic common law. Yes, fiqh is the Islamic common law, is a heritage To find a solution thus, the modern scholars must be equipped with the skills to crop and paste as the need may be. You have to be able to crop and paste and to find out a custom-made solution for the life and living today. Otherwise, you are out. You are not Islamic scholar. You can be anything. You are not Islamic scholar. You are a liability to Islam. You are not conducive to present Islam in a pragmatic way. Number 11, without such a skill and applied mechanism, we would fail to create the custom-made solutions for the humanity today. This would be a failure for which we must blame the scholarship of the day. We must not blame Islam. Number 12, for the Prophet ﷺ to be Rahmatul lil Alameen, the blessing for the entire universe. There has to be something in Islam for Peter and John today. Peter and John today in Australia, in UK, in America, who are non-Muslim, they are part of Alam. Islam has a lot for them. Have I been able to tell them what Islam has got to do, what they have got in Islam? If I fail to present to John and Peter what is his take in Islam, that means I have failed to present Islam as Rahmatul lil Alameen. I rather presented Islam as Rahmatul lil Muslimin, and Islam did not come for Rahmatul lil Muslimin only. For this to happen, they must not need to be Muslim. They are already a part of Al-Alameen. So please take a stop. Have I done something to present Islam to John and Peter? Is John and Peter is convinced? Is coronavirus is giving me an opportunity for me to present Islam, to tell them Islam is waiting for you. Islam has the solution. Am I ready for that? That is my question. Jazakumullah khairan. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Raashed.